Emily was a bright and curious child, always eager to explore and learn new things. She had a head full of curly hair and sparkling blue eyes that lit up when she smiled. She was adored by her parents and her little brother, Timmy, who she loved dearly. They were the best of friends and could often be found playing together in their backyard. Emily had an infectious laugh that could brighten up anyone's day, and her smile was contagious. She was a typical little girl, full of energy, wonder, and innocence. Her parents were proud of her, and they were sure that she would grow up to be a successful, kind, and caring person. However, what they didn't know was that behind that innocent facade, Emily was hiding a dark secret. A secret that would soon be exposed and would change their lives forever. As Emily grew older, her parents began to notice a change in her behavior. She became increasingly withdrawn and distant, and her once sparkling blue eyes seemed to lose their sparkle. She would often come inside from playing outside with Timmy looking tired and upset, and she would refuse to talk about what was bothering her. Timmy, on the other hand, was becoming increasingly quiet and withdrawn. He would often come inside with bruises and scratches, and when asked what had happened, he would simply shrug and say that he had fallen. Emily's parents were worried about their children, and they couldn't understand what was going on. They decided to install a security camera in the backyard to keep an eye on the children while they were outside. They hoped that the footage would shed some light on the strange behavior that they were witnessing. But what they saw on the footage was something that they never could have imagined. Emily was caught on camera bullying her little brother, pushing him around and making him do her bidding. She even went as far as to hit him when he refused to do what she wanted. The footage was so disturbing that it left her parents speechless. They couldn't believe that their sweet and innocent daughter could do such a thing. This was the problem they were facing. A little girl who they thought they knew and loved so well was actually a bully to her own brother. They were shocked and couldn't understand how this could have happened. They didn't know what to do or where to turn for help, but they knew that they had to do something, and fast, before things got any worse. As the parents watched the footage, they realized that Emily's bullying wasn't just physical. She was also emotionally abusing her brother. She would belittle him and make fun of him, calling him names and telling him that he was worthless. She would also control what he did, who he talked to, and what he played. Timmy was not allowed to have friends over or to go to friends' houses without her permission. She would also take away his toys and tell him that he could only play with them when she was around. Emily's parents couldn't understand how their daughter had become this way and why she felt the need to bully her own brother. They knew that they needed to address the situation immediately, before it got any worse. They were worried about the impact that this behavior was having on Timmy, and they were determined to put a stop to it. They sat Emily down and showed her the footage. At first, she denied it, but when she saw the evidence, she broke down in tears, admitting that she didn't know why she had been treating her brother like that. Her parents were relieved that she had finally opened up, but they knew that it was going to be a long and difficult road to recovery. The problem was that a sweet and innocent little girl was actually a bully who had been hurting her own brother emotionally and physically. The parents were shocked and didn't know how to deal with it. They knew they needed to take action, and fast, before it was too late. Emily's parents immediately sought the help of a child psychologist to understand and address the root cause of Emily's behavior. Through therapy, Emily was able to understand and come to terms with the emotions that were driving her behavior. She learned that her actions were a manifestation of her own feelings of insecurity and inadequacy. She was also able to understand that her behavior was hurting her brother and that it was not okay. The therapist also worked with the family as a whole to teach them how to communicate effectively and how to support each other. The parents learned how to set boundaries and consequences for Emily's behavior and how to provide a safe and loving environment for both of their children. Emily was also given the opportunity to make amends to Timmy. She apologized to him and promised to change her behavior. She also made a commitment to be more considerate of his feelings and to always treat him with kindness and respect. As part of her therapy, Emily was also made to take responsibility for her actions. She was made to do things to make it up to her brother, like playing with him and doing things he liked. She also had to give back his toys and apologize to him in front of her parents and the therapist. With the help of therapy and the support of her family, Emily was able to change her behavior, and the relationship between her and her brother improved significantly. Timmy began to open up and become more involved in activities. He also started to make friends and would often be seen playing and laughing with other children. In conclusion, the solution was to provide counseling and therapy for Emily, her parents, and Timmy, as well as setting boundaries and consequences for Emily's behavior. With the help of therapy, Emily was able to understand and control her emotions, and the family was able to create a safe and loving environment for both children. They were able to improve their relationship and move forward in a positive direction.